Plot twist is right. Randy Gregory to the 49ers from the Broncos. Everybody reporting it about 15 minutes ago. There's Pelissaro. There was the report. I did a video on it, which I'll get to. Haberman, you were wrong. We'll get to that in a second. Schefter says it's a swap of picks. Niners traded 2024 7th for 2024 6th. Sorry, the Niners get a 7th with Randy for the 6th, and that's that. So let's talk about the video I made a couple days ago when I said Randy Gregory is not a culture fit for the 49ers. He's not. He's not their type of guy. The reason that Denver got rid of him was not because of youth movement. That's a lie. Sean Payton's wanted to cut him from the jump, as I relayed in the video a couple of days ago. As it was explained to me by somebody who was with the Broncos in camp, the problem with the Broncos and Randy Gregory was that Sean Payton emphasized effort and strain, and Randy Gregory didn't display that. So what I said in the video the other day, and I'll repeat now, he's not like their guys. But because they don't have guys like him, it's a low-risk move for them. And this is where I also said in the video, look, maybe he was dogging it to get out of Denver. Maybe he wasn't. But I know this. The stuff that he got away with or didn't get away with ultimately in Denver is the stuff that doesn't fly with the 49ers. And if you have built what they've built with Eric Armstead and Fred Warner and Nick Bosa, now Javon Hargrave and all these high-level guys, and then you have the best defensive line coach in the game in Chris Kasarik, you can afford to say that guy's worse there. He'll be better here. So fine. My guess, and this has not been reported yet, my guess is that Denver's eating some of the $10 million owed to him this year, and that it's not going to affect, their ability to sign Brandon Ayuk. Okay, they're not going to injure their ability to sign Brandon Ayuk for Randy Gregory. Is it low risk? Yeah, I mean, look, if he's not their type of guy, he's gone. If he's a problem, he's gone. My guess is he'll, choose to fit in, because if you're not going to fit in here, you might as well just retire. If you're Randy Gregory, you might as well just walk away if you can't fit in here. So, it's not that they would not in the first round, and probably not in the second round, which is where he was drafted, draft a guy who they don't think is a high-level guy no matter what environment he's in. But to buy low, different animal. Once you've already established, you're not bringing in a core player. So I get it. And I said that in the video today. I said he's not their type of guy, but I would get it because he's a pass rusher. They need the help. They need the depth. We're early in the year, and you can see it coming. I did not feel that way early in camp, but it's proven to be the case. Taco Charlton got hurt, remember, after he was showing out pretty well in his brief time. So, whatever. It can. Now, here's what I won't say. And I may have said it, but let me update this phrase if I said it wrong. It probably can't be a negative. It will not be a negative in the sense that if he's dogging it, that's not going to fly, whatever. It's not about that. But I've seen him line up off sides a time or two. In a big spot, is he going to be a button-down player? Fit in on the Cowboys, not a button-down operation, not a button-down player. Niners have lined up off sides before. Bosa's done it. Armstead's done it. So just because you do that doesn't mean you're not a good player. But I do hope that he plays disciplined enough, because his role on this team, 19 and a half career sacks. Looking at him, he's 31 years old in November. 19 and a half career sacks. Came into the league in 2015. Has never played a full season. Played 6 games last year, hurt. 4 games this year so far. He'd played 14, 10, and 12 in the previous 3 years. So, does not have a track record of being a reliable player. And as Denver found out, as Sean Payton found out, not a reliable practicer. And that now we understand why they, framed it when it was clear they're moving on from him as youth movement and not, Sean didn't like him. Sean wanted to get rid of him, but he was expensive. And it turns out still had a little value. So you're betting on their environment. That's a bad team right now. We'll handle it. Fine. That to me is a fine bet. But he's not been a reliable player. So, I'm not holding my breath for a lot. He is a talented player, and he might give you something. So fine. How much will the Broncos be paying? Great question. Broncos have already paid $4 million this year. So whatever is left, if the Niners take it all on, it's a little more than $10 million too. Is Surtain in the package? No. Roy, dude's going to ball for us. Winning matters. Winning is the best deodorant for a player like him. Yeah, environment's a big deal. Environment's a huge deal. He jumped off sides one time. Lined up offsides. And I remember it. Jerome. It's a flyer. Teams with strong culture, infrastructure like the Niners and Eagles, etc., can take it. I agree with you. What I said the other day about him was not the Niners can't afford to do this. It's just my point of the video of the day was understand that what they're telling you is a lie. They're telling you it's a youth movement. That's not why he's not there anymore. That's all. Ben Albright and others said Denver will eat some salary, unknown how much of the $10 million still owed. Okay, good. Ben knows. Absorbing most. Okay, you guys send me. Tell me who's tweeting it in the timeline. I've just searched Randy Gregory and I'm refreshing. Kasarik going to turn him into an animal. I mean, if you're Randy Gregory, it's the thing to do. It's the play. This is 100% the place to go if you're Randy Gregory. Matt says Kruger's going to be pumped. Oh, yeah. Kruger probably already has a film breakdown video up. No doubt about that. All right. I guess I should stop holding the mic so I can. People are saying that it's been reported how much Denver's paying beyond the 10 mil. Okay. This is Randy Gregory. Latest. Oh, this is dangerous, though. Grant's got there's Grant doing a video. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see on the money, but then the money is going to be a non-issue here. It's not about that, or it won't be about that for them. So that's fine. So I am in. Here's what I am in favor of: giving Chris Kasarik clay. I'm in favor of giving Chris Kasarik good clay to mold, and Randy Gregory's good clay. I mean, look, he got paid a lot of money a year and a half ago by Denver after it looked like the Dallas Cowboys were going to sign him. He got paid a ton of money, and I got hurt, and it was bad, and it wasn't a fit, and he didn't want to be there, and Sean Payton didn't want him, and that's that. So he's got something in the tank for sure. I mean, this is their move. Who was the guy they signed? Who did they sign early last year? I was trying to think of the defensive lineman. It was like in camp. They eventually cut him. Highly drafted player. Was not a fit for them, but a very talented player. I can picture him right now dancing on the sidelines during training camp. Never played a snap for them, but if somebody can remember the name, put it in the chat. Baller move. You cannot say that this isn't part of what they do, right? When they clear cap space, I think at this point, a lot of you probably already in this mode coming into this year. But when you enter a season with cap space, with this administration, you just have to be prepared for them to make trades. They do it repeatedly. And they do it for star players too, right? Like Emmanuel Sanders, borderline, star type player. Christian McCaffrey, obviously superstar level player. The disregard of his character issues show you the Niners just want to win. And look, I mean, we're not talking. We're talking about a guy who on a bad team dogged it. So now he's in a good environment. And Pro Football Talk said the amount that Denver's paying. Florio? Wish you guys could just send links on here. Like any producers, you know? Oh! Let me zoom it in. Say impromptu live show. Got to get a workout in and then go golfing. Broncos are paying all the remaining prorated $14 million base salary. minus the prorated veterans minimum, says Florio. It's the same amount the Broncos would have paid if he'd been released and signed elsewhere for the pro. All right. And that's where you enter. Yeah. Okay. Great. Which is what I think, like, when we talked about him, you would have expected. Like, this guy's not going anywhere for the veterans minimum. So they let it leak that they were going to cut him, let people call, tried to get something. They got a sixth. Cool. Done. All right. Yeah, fine. Like, fine. Great. You could just, you could message me on Twitter with the link, actually, Austin. That's a great idea. Reed. See, I know I can count on you guys. Robert Kimdiche. I remember watching training camp practice last year, and it was clear that Robert Kimdiche was not a button-down type of guy. And when you look at the guys that play for the 49ers, we can focus on their defense. They are button-down dudes. Armstead, button-down. Hargrave, button-down. Bosa, button-down. Their best players. Fred Warner, button-down. Hufanga, button-down. Mooney Ward, button-down. I watched Drake Jackson. Larry posted a video the other day, post-game, asking Drake Jackson how he's playing. Go watch that video. It was in the locker room. Serious. I'm not playing well. That's what he said. Larry's like, you play pretty well today. He's like, nah, I'm getting close, but I'm not close enough. Serious guy. So Kimdiche was not that dude. We'll see. He came to the Niners and was like, I remember watching him going like, this guy doesn't fit in here. Maybe Randy, if you watch him in practice, you'll go, no, he fits in here. He just needed a different environment. Okay. Fine. The best move will be when him and Kinlaw both have great years and you get comp picks for him. Keep him away from the Cowboys, spite of the Cowboys. I guess. I mean, if you told me the Cowboys got him today, I wouldn't have broken my heart, but Steve Wilkes will whip him into shape. He knows him. the Steinbrenner Ray, keep him away from the competition and the rivals. Yeah, the Canseco and the A-Rod, right? Wasn't that the didn't they do that with Canseco? They claimed Canseco. That's right, and it was a bad move. Does he play Sunday? That is the big question, right? Today is Friday. I'm gonna, I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe. I'm gonna guess no. But I mean, we've seen before the old Alden Smith. The problem with that one was Alden hadn't been playing or practicing. I think Alden was a Thursday or Friday signing for the Raiders. Played Sunday, was not good. But he was also, in a bad mental space at the time. So maybe this is not a terrible idea. I mean, if Bosa can play, having not been in training camp, Chris, you're starting to make me think he's going to play. Going to want some of the Cowboys. Yeah, exactly. He's been playing in NFL games. You know what? He's playing. Hell, McCaffrey played offense. So, yeah. Yeah, exactly. He's not coming off the streets. Oops. He's not coming off the street, Shane. Well, I mean, let me look real quick. How many snaps has he been playing? I mean, he's been playing less for them lately, but because they're over him, not because he's in bad shape. So, I know you guys probably can't really see this, but Randy Gregory's played 154 snaps this year, which is 11th most on Denver's defense. That's 38 now. That's 40 snaps. I mean, he's not going to play like to Woodgravy. I think you're saying he can give you 15 to 20. That's probably all you're asking for him when he's on the team in 7 weeks, if he's still on the team. You're not asking, what did he do last week against the Bears? you're not asking much of him anyway, so whatever, right? I mean, like, he played less for them last week, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, look, he played 33 snaps last week, so he can play whatever you need him to play. It's fine. He's getting all his money, just the Broncos are giving it to him. At least he's in a better situation. This team ain't giving up 70. Yeah. How many snaps did he play in that game? Did they leave him out there as punishment? Yeah, he played 34 snaps against Miami. He's been playing half their snaps, basically. So is DJ Jones, by the way. DJ Jones still on the Broncos. Anything to get in Dak's head in a pivotal moment. If he plays Sunday, all Gregory has to do is, as D Ford once said, just go that way towards the quarterback. It's a pretty straightforward position. I guess we aren't as big on effort as Sean Payton. That's the funny thing. The Niners are definitely as big on effort on the defensive front as you can be. So I think for them, it's very simple. Like, let's bet on the guy, bad situation. There are some guys in bad situations. Doesn't matter, right? You put Nick Bosa or Javon Hargrave on the Broncos right now, Sean Payton wouldn't be yelling at him. But you need all kinds. You need all kinds. And this is where, and I've said it before, whatever you're paying Chris Kasarik, you could double it and it would probably still be worth it. Because what he squeezes monetarily out of the players, you're paying him a fraction of what free agent pass rushers get paid, right? And he has proven to be an elite, excellent coach. So whatever you're paying Chris Kasarik is a deal. You could double it. If you tell me Randy Gregory makes some plays for the Niners, is just part of their rotational pass rush, then that's fantastic. The one thing I said that's coming out of camp, Drake Jackson clearly looked better physically. He's getting better. He's not satisfied. I thought when they brought Taco in, I was like, all right, this line's getting some depth. I disagreed early that they didn't have enough. As time went on, I was wrong about that. I disagreed early with people who said they didn't have enough. I thought they did. I was incorrect. They needed to add. And I think that became clear several weeks ago. But what was I saying? Yeah. Anyway, you could triple it and be worth it. I don't remember what the point was there. I'm saying yes. I'm going with yeah. Look at the red on the Broncos defensive grades. Oh yeah. From the Dolphins game. Not great. Not great, Ryan. Not great. I would say yes. I think we got to watch how everything shakes out with these nickelbacks or with the nickelback spot. I would say yes. There's definitely still a chance. It's October 6th, so yeah, they got time. You don't think he plays Sunday? Oh, I mean, just don't make the mistake that kills you. Fire sale in Denver. Yeah, I mean, everyone now. If Surtain becomes available, maybe I promise you this: that when John Lynch was on the phone with General Patton, Surtain came up. He asked. I'm not reporting. I'm just, hey, what's going on with Surtain? He asked. Just passed his physical. Let's just check back in on the Randy Gregory latest search. just scrolling here, folks, for you. Just see if there's any news before I bounce up out of here. Make sure this, these videos, when you do it live, things will happen after this video. So, Mike, cancer or rehab? Put a fuse on it. This locker room will tell you pretty quick. Low risk, maybe. They got him for the veterans minimum, so they're paying him pretty money, right? So if he's a problem, he's gone. It's that simple. Like, they don't have to. Yeah. They're getting rid of him. He didn't play hard. He didn't practice hard. But whatever. I mean, yeah. They have proven they're a group of people you can bet on, right? The defense they're not going to accommodate you. You have to accommodate them. So anyway, cool. Good. Great. But it's less than $1 million. So when you ask, could they make it? Will they? Is there more trades on the horizon? This doesn't really keep them from doing anything. So, all right. Got to roll. Thanks for jumping on real quick for the breaking news. Hit that like button if you're here. Subscribe to the channel. We're sponsored by our friends at Tito's Handmade Vodka. Big weekend ahead. A Tito's to the 49ers and to Randy Gregory for becoming a 49er. Crafted to be savored responsibly. So they're a sponsor and you're a sponsor. When you hit that like button, when you subscribe to this channel, you become a sponsor of this channel. It doesn't cost you anything but a clickety-click. And we appreciate that. When you hit like right now, more people see this video. YouTube, the algorithm suggests it to more people. That gets more people on the video. That gets more subs. That gets more likes. That gets more on the channel. And that helps everybody out. It's a beautiful ecosystem. So thank you for being a part of the ecosystem. And unless they trade for somebody else before Sunday, at the latest, we'll see you Sunday night. Haberman and Middlekoff live after the game. But until then, have a great rest of the day. Great weekend, everybody. Thanks for jumping in. And later.